right, good morning, everybody. How we doing? Welcome to House Edge Live with John from ProCraps here on Casino Gaming TV. I've got some weirdness in the screen there. What's going on? All right, there we go. Well, good morning, all. It's Hump Day. It's Wednesday. Wow, this week is. I always say these weeks go by so damn fast. You know what I mean? But we're pumping hard with the with app development over there at CQ Nexus and making good progress. Actually, we got the blackjack game. You've seen the blackjack game kind of come through over the course of the last few days here. Major update is going out today. We should have a beta release for it, like probably Friday or Monday. And yeah, I think the full thing's going to come out mid to late November will be the final kind of first go of the app. And then we get to start working on other games like Baccarat and Roulette and that kind of thing. But we're here to talk about other stuff today. So let's get right to it. Let's jump in and get our little bridge reminder here. What is going on with my screens? We are having all sorts of issues today. There we go. All right. The bridge. Boy, oh boy. It's funny. This seems so simple to me when I look at these topics, right? Understanding how much bankroll you have, what it's capable of doing, how you handle losses, right? What can you play with your bankroll? Understanding yourself, how you see and view risk, how you experience risk, how you want to experience risk, right? Whether or not you can identify the opportunity to leave the table when you're up or lean into a good roll when it's happening, right? Having the discipline to execute. These things seem to me to be so obvious and simple. We talk about them every day, and it's the kind of thing where when you walk into the casino, this should just be this should be like the thing that just happens by through your DNA, right? Some people have trouble with it just because, right? There's gaps in their ability to do these certain things. Other people have a real problem with the very notion of me teaching on this stuff, right? Which is funny. They get really mad at me when I talk through the bridge stuff because they think I'm giving you a delusional way of looking at the world or something, right? Or that it's a false sense of hope. The point of the bridge is not to make you a winner. Let me repeat. Let me go back. The point of this is not to make you a winner. This is not a guaranteed way to win, right? This is a guaranteed way to change your experience. And that's the important thing, right? I don't want you, pardon me, going to the casino and getting your ass handed to you. It's going to happen sometimes. You're going to catch a really awful run. You're going to catch a shoe where you lose every single hand. It's going to happen, right? But if you're aware of your bankroll and say, you know what, I brought what I brought to do a job, and if it does the job, great. If it doesn't do the job, it's not the end of the world. If you understand that concept, your experience is different. You follow what I'm saying? It's different. If you go in there and say, look, this bankroll of mine, I'm willing to put it at risk to hit some goal, and I have the discipline to walk when it happens or when it doesn't happen. Your experience at the table in the casino changes from going in there and going, oh, please God, let me just not lose today. And then you lose and your whole world is destroyed, right? That's what the bridge is about, right? It's not about giving you the secret sauce to win or the secret sauce to lose less. It's not about that. It's about your experience. If your experience is positive, right, then it changes everything. Your approach is different. Your mental is different. Everything about it is just different and it's more enjoyable, right? Gambling should be fun. If it wins, you win, fantastic, right? But you should have a good experience. If you're going to do it and have a good time with it. Don't do it and think you're going to make the rent and be disappointed when you don't. You follow what I'm saying? Don't do it and every time you have to get a home run or it was a failure. That's what the bridge is about. It's about teaching you those concepts, right? And as part of that, we always this slide's becoming kind of a regular slide here for me, but like we live in this world of chaos at a casino, right? It almost never goes according to plan. So when you're in chaos, the ways that you're playing should not ruin your experience, right? You're going to lose 6 in a row sometimes. You're going to win 6 in a row sometimes. Either one of those shouldn't change your life, right? Maybe it changes the length of time you're playing, but it shouldn't change your life. So what I want to do today is we talked a little bit last week before that, about sort of approaches to the game, right? About coming into the game and playing, some conservative way to kind of make some regular daily money, right? Win a little bit and leave, win a little bit and leave. we talked about using conservative ways of play to build some bankroll so that you can go out there and use a hammer, right? Build some excess bankroll so you can take a bigger chunk and go after it a little bit, right? Sometimes that's your experience. I would like to go after the home run. Okay, cool. Don't go after the home run right out of your pocket. Grind, 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 grind. Win a little bit of money. If you win some money, great. You can take that and swing for the fences with it. And if that's going to be your experience, win 1,000, light 1,000 on fire. Win 1,000, light 1,000 on fire. Totally cool. You're looking for chaos runs. You can grind in these choppy situations, win a little bit of money. If you're not interested in keeping the money you won and you want to go for broke, have at it, man. Have at it. So what I'm going to show you today is one of my favorite ways of doing that. This is a kind of a combination play. It's called tier pressure. And I've evolved it over the years, but this is kind of the way that I play it now. And what this really needs is, and I'm going to show you on craps, the same pattern works on other games. On other games, it works a little differently. And I'll show you kind of what I mean by that. But the pattern here is simple. This is 111, 222, 333, 444, 555, and forever, right? So what it wants is 4 wins in a row, right? This is a strategy that you're not going to play out of your pocket because it needs 4 wins to get healthy. It just does. After 4 wins, you get to win number 6. You got a pretty good little profit. And then if you get into a chaos roll, then Bob's your uncle, right? So here we go. I'm going to show it to you here on the craps table first. But I'll sort of play and talk about other games kind of as we go. So let me move my keyboard mouse out of the way, and we'll go here. And wow, that is really zoomed in all the way, isn't it? My goodness gracious, what happened there? That's fantastic. Why is it so zoomed in like that? Let me do this. Weird. Boy, okay, well, let's do that. That's should not have looked like that. Here we go. Let's get our rack out here and some green chips. Put some green chips up here for the bank. Put the rack in the middle. And let's see. We're gonna go. First, I'll show you on craps how this works, and then I'll show it to you on other games. It's a little bit different, okay? But on craps, because you have to bet so much to win less in craps, it changes the metric a little bit, okay? So we're going to go, and you can do it at 110, okay? But I'm going to show it to you at a higher level just because it makes the chip movement easier for me. We're going to go with 330 inside. Now, oh my God, who bets 330 inside? Again, this is a move looking for chaos, but I'll show it to you here first because it's easy. And then I'll show you how this works at a smaller level. So this is 330 inside. I'll spread the 9 out. You can see there's 3 units there on every number. So what tier pressure does is we take 2 hits. Let's consider it 3 same bets. Let me get some black chips out here too. Okay. So if any one of the inside numbers rolls, it pays $105. Okay. There's 105. That's hit 1. Hit number 2 pays 105. Hit number 3 pays, you guessed it, 105. There's 3 same bets. Okay. At this point, you're free. Essentially, you're out there for 320. You've got 315 in your rack. Okay. I'm sorry, 330 out there, 315 in your rack. So you're in for $15. But what you do here on this third hit, this is the risky hit. You put it back out there with a nickel, and you're gonna go, I'm gonna go up 110. Let's exchange that for 4 greens and go up 110. And we're going to repeat the same pattern. Now you're at 4 units per. Okay, now look. You're in it for 330. You're out there 440. You only got $200 back in your rack. The next hit is the 1, right? This one here is 140, 125, 140. That's the same bet. Now there's your 330. Okay, plus 15 in profit. So the 4th hit, you're cool. The 5th hit, 140. And then the next one is 140. Of course, right? So there's 1, 2. On the 3rd hit, you go up by 110. Okay. So 6 hits in, you've got your money back. You got some profit over here. You got some profit here. You got some profit here. You're in for your original. You got $175 in profit. You're out there 440 plus another one. You're out there for 550. And again, press them all up. There, 5 units in the same pattern. One hit, press up. So here you're going to get paid 175 once, 175 twice, and the next 175, you're going to go up by 110. So you'll keep the 50. Up by 110, take this back to the rack. And now you're going to be in this level of profit. So you keep tiering up your bets every third hit, up we go. And at any point in time, you can stop playing. Now you're going to be at 660 inside, right? And you've got 3, 4, 500, $600 in profit, your original money back, and 660 out there, right? So again, you're 7, 8 hits or 9 hits in. Every 3 hits, you go up a level. 9 rolls in, 600 here, 600 here, and your original money back. That's tier pressure, right? It's a slow grind, right? It is same bet, press them all. Same bet, press them all, over and over. You never come down. You just go up, tiering your bets up, pressuring as you go, right? It's simple. It's a grind. It's pretty reliable in terms of once you get past the first one, the first level, you're going to be okay, right? But it does need the 4 rolls, and I fully admit that that's why it's not the thing you do directly out of your back pocket, right? You come to the casino not playing that, you play that with profits. Now, if you want to run that at a smaller level, it totally works. I'll do it again. The problem with showing you things at the $66 level is that you end up with all kind of chip colors, right? Let's do it though. Here's put some whites out here. And I'll show it to you at 66 what it looks like. All right, let's go 66 inside. Skill and luck will love this. 66 and 66. Now, here, same thing. You're going to win 21 every time. So there's 21. Here's 21. I'll put them down here for you so you can see them. There's 21. There's 21. The third 21 that you win, you drop $1 and you go to 88. Press them all by 1. I'll spread the 9 so you can see there's 4 units out there. Okay, now my money's not back in my rack, but here we're going to get paid $28. So now I've got 28, 25, 35, 45, 55, 65, 66. There's the $67. That's what I put into the game. I got $2 in profit. I'm out here $88. That was the first hit of the second run through, right? Again, you're going to get paid $28. 28. And the third hit of $28, guess what you're going to do? You're going to press by 22. So we'll take the $25, $27. We'll get a nickel change. And press by 22. And now you're at 110 inside. Just like that, you're at 110. I'll take these down here. Make it look right. Alrighty. Same pattern. Here's your now you watch your profit stack start to grow. That was, again, you're 3 hits into it, or 6 hits into it, you're at 110 now. You have your money back, you got a little bit of lockup, you got $30 in lock out there for 110 from the 66, 6 hits in. Right? That's not a lot of hits, but you're doing pretty good. You can walk away with $150 if you want to, but if you're not, you win 35, you win 35, you win 35. And again, go up by $22. Again, press the inside 22. Or if you want to be aggressive, you can go up by 44. You can go here and drop extra. Just keep, because you're already in profit, just keep the $60 and go up by $44. Drop 45, go up by 44. So accelerate the process a little bit. That's tier pressure. Okay, very simple. Just going to go up a little bit on the third hit. Good way to play, I think, when you're ahead, when you've done your move, when you've done your skill 66 and you've gotten back to 66 inside, this is a good way to attack a table, right? You're basically going to same bet a couple of times, lock up profit as you go and work it. Now, if you're going to play this on other games, it's kind of the same thing. Let's look at a blackjack or a roulette run. Let's take roulette, right? You're on red. Put it here on the O for red, right? You're on the O for red, right? And you win one, same bet it. You win one, you same bet it. The third one you win, you're up at level 2, right? Now, you win one and you same bet it. You win one and you same bet it. You win one and you're up by 1 and you come back to here again, right? There's your first bet. 6 bets in, you got 6 units in profit, but every time you win now, you're winning 3. Now you're at 9. You're winning 3. Now you're at 12. You're winning 3. Up by 1, you're at $14, right? So you on these chaotic long runs, you've preserved your initial bet and you're upping your level every third hit. So it works good on games where you're getting paid as much as your bet was. In craps, of course, you don't. You're betting 110 to win 35. So you need the 2 hits to kind of get yourself where you're going to be. All right, let's do it. Let's go out here. And we'll do, if you want to do it, we'll do it at 66 inside, which seems to be a nice, easy level to play at. Approachable for most people. 66 inside. And I will have nothing in the rack. The rack will just be our profits. If I lose, I'll put it up here behind. And we'll just do it like that. Let's pull the, I got some new batteries in the dice machine here. Let's pull the dice out. And let's run tier pressure. And again, the assumption is this is excess money. I've already done a move that earned me $66. So I'm playing this on quote unquote house money or my winnings or whatever you want to call it, excess. This is only a move you would do after you're even or up, not out of your rack. I don't think this is a good way to play from the get. But let's look at it with that lens. Here we go. All right, 7 on the come out. And an 8. Okay, so the point's going to be 8, and here we go. There's a 5. So the 5 is going to pay $21. And again, we're same betting the first 2. There's the first $21. Hopefully you guys can see that okay. Maybe I do it this way. You can see it better. 3 doesn't count. 7 out. Okay, so we only got 1 hit that time. Bummer, right? So that time did not work. We lost 40 and change, $45. So I'll put this aside. I'm going to put the 66 minus 21, $43. Okay, we'll put this over here. All right, there we go. That's that. That's our loss, right? 45, 55, 60, yeah, there it is. $45 upside down. Let's do it again. It's fun to see how these things, how many times they win or lose. That's why I don't worry about the rack so much when I'm doing the testing. All right, points 8. Let's get a better run. An 8. Okay, $21. Puck is off. 7 come out. 6. All right, here we go. Come on, baby. There's an 8. 21, that's 2 hits. Awesome. So the third hit, we're going to press up. Let's get a third hit, shall we? There's an 11 yo, it's a leaner. And there's the 7. So again, we don't get it, but we got $42 out of our 66. So we're down what's that? $22 this time. So we're down 22 on that round. We'll reset the rack, reset the process here and try it again. More reds. Let's go. How many times you only get 1 or 2 hits? But these ways of playing are so hard to do, right? You need 3 or 4 hits to get through, and it's just so hard to get it. All right, there's 21 on the 6. There's another 6 for 21. We got 2 hits this time. Can we get through it and still be down, right? We got a 6. Look at that. 3 6s in a row. Good gravy. $21. All right, we're going to drop $1 and press by 22 inside. Now we're at 88. All right. 1, 2. I'll spread these out. There's 4. Now, again, we're not home yet, right? We same bet, and then pressed our third one. We're still upside down a little bit. So hopefully we get a survival roll here for ourselves. There's an 8, which is great. It pays $28. We'll same bet the first one. There's a hard 4. We're not on the 4 or 10. And there's another 8. $28. So we're doing good. There's our second hit of round 2. And there's the 7. That's okay. I'm going to put this back to 66. Again, we're just trying it as though it's brand new every time. That round, there's 50, 65. There's the $67 that we invested, or 66, I guess, that we invested, right? So that time we actually profited a little tiny bit, $26. So that time we made 26 bucks. I'm going to put that over here. That's our first time making some profits. And we'll compare the profits to the losses later on, all right? Here we go. Coming out. 7 come out. 8. There's the point. We'll do the CGTV side this time. All right. That's a 9 for $21. That's an 8. That's the point. There's enough one. Yeah, $21. Puck is off. Coming out. There's a 6. And here we go. 7 out again. What a bummer. All right, so another $22 net loss on that one. We'll reset the book. Boy, it's hard to get 3 hits, isn't it? We talk about this all the time, craps players. It's hard to get 3 hits. That's why the Horseman's my favorite way to play. It's so hard. It's so hard to get 3 hits. My God. There's a 7. There's a 6. We've only gotten 3 hits out of 4 shooters. 1, 2, 3, 4 shooters. One time we've gotten 3 hits. Isn't that crazy? All right. There's the point. There's a 6. That's the point being hit. $21. It's so hard. This game will drive you crazy. There's a point of 5. There's a 3. Craps 3. Another 3. 11. Boy, oh boy, this is a crapless magic right here. Crapless magic. There's a 10. There's another, my God, 3, 3, 11, 10, 10. Wow, can we get something on the inside, brother? There's a 9. Thank you. My gravy. $21. All right, here we go. Money shot here, huh? 7. We don't get it again. We don't get it again. My goodness gracious. All right, another $22 loss. Wow. $22 lost. Jeez. Inside hits are hard to get, baby. All right, let's do it. We'll do another couple of runs here. Maybe we'll catch 1 today, huh? There's the 6. There is a 6 again. So that's the point. That's $21. Coming out. 7, 4. Okay, here we go. 9, $21. Great. There's a 6 for another $21. I need to get some reds. I'm actually out of reds already. There's 21. We'll drop $1 and bring it to 88. So we got our first level in. We're still upside down. There's a 6, 28. So we'll be in profit this time, thank God. There's $28. That's 1. Another 6. This time we'll do 30 for 2, $28 net win. This next one would be the one that goes up a level. We don't get it. Like, same as last time. We don't get to go up a level. We got to it, but we can't get through it. So let's go back to 66 one more time. I'll reset the board. And this time we had 50, 65, $66. So we earned our money back. And we have, again, $26 in profit, or $31 in profit that time. All right, here's our profits that we've earned versus our losses up here in the top. We'll do another maybe 2 shooters worth, and we'll do a little comparison. All right, here we go. These two are, hold on, I gotta get these back to the right size. All right, points 5. And again, we're at 3 units. That's a 9, 549. That's 21. There's hit 1. 10. Why is that screen so damn blurry? This camera does a thing where it detects movement and it just screws everything up. All right. 4. It's all buzzed out for some reason. There's another 9, $21. Cool. All right, money shot. Actually, the next one's the money shot. There's a 7. So once again, we're out $22. Every time we don't get the second one, you're out 22. We'll reset it. Last shooter right here. Last shooter. All right, we got a 4 hard. Let's do it. 8, $21. 21. I should actually make this like 2 separate plays like that. I'll do it. I want to make sure we have. You'll see why in a minute. Like that. There is a 6, which is 21. All right. Come on, let's get through it here, huh? Nope. Again. $22 loss. All right, well, that's the way it's going to be today. We can't seem to get past roll 5, right? So we lost 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times. We won twice. Okay, so 2 out of 8 we won. The losses were, let's add the losses up. I'm going to get this out of the way first. Losses were, let's see, a lot. 2, 3. All right, that's $10 right there. All right, there's $155 in losses, right? So net loss, $155. Our wins were 55, 57. Okay, so if we take the 50, let's take 55, and we'll take 55 out of the losses. Our net loss was $100, right? So it cost us, for 5 shooters or 8 shooters, it cost us $100 to give it a shot, right? That was the net result today was out of 8 shooters, we lost $100 net. We gave it 8 cracks, minus the $2, of course. That's your deal or toke, whatever. So again, didn't get it done, but that's a home run play. This is why I say don't play that out of your rack. I wouldn't come to the casino with $1,000 and just try that 11 times or whatever, right? But if I'm up by a little bit, I would certainly give it a shot, right? If you're going to catch the run that beats the average, and again, you need to have, go back a screen here, you need to have a chaotic run to make it work. You need to have a run that goes for 6 consecutive wins. You need to have one of those miracles in the middle, right? You cannot do this if you're going to get 2, 3, 2, 3, 2, 3. Right? That's why you either ladder up on your losses, like Dr. S says, or you play something more grindy, like a horseman that lives well in those little bullshit losses. And if you catch a win, then you can jump into this kind of a thing, right? And I'll show you what I mean. Let's say that we're on the horseman. Let's say that we're here, right? Let's say we're on the don't pass for 2 units, and we get a comeback going, and they 7 out. The PSO, right? There's three units you can play with later on, right? Next shooter, right? Out for 2. Point is 4. You go to the come, it goes 6. You go to the come, and they peter out again, right? We've saw that 3 times today, right? Well, those two cancel out, those two win. Now you've got 125 to monkey with. Okay, at $66, that's 2 cracks at it, effectively, right? That's almost 2 cracks at it, right? If the person comes out on a point of 6, right, and you come to the 5, and you come to the 9, and you come again, and they 7 out here, like we saw a couple times today, these 2 lose, these 3 win, and guess what? Now you've got this much money to play with. You follow me? Again, from your original stack, goes back in your rack, and you've got 4 cracks at doing what I just did. Now, you could also take those home, grind out $200 in wins, and get the hell out of Dodge. Or you can say, you know what? I'm here to have fun. We're going to go 66 inside, 66 inside, and maybe a third 66 inside. We're going to try that thing 3 times with what we ground away at. That's what I'm talking about, right? You'd never go something aggressive like this out of your pocket. But if you can grind out some money so that you can play it later on, go on, man. Have fun with it. It's all good, right? It's all good in the hood. All right, let me come back over here. And let's get the regular screen back going. And Dr. S says, unicorn hunting is losing frustration, right? And Ken's been talking about this for a while. I've talked about it a long time. When you chase that, when you do I'm going to bring 10 tries to win a unicorn, when that's your way of playing, I got to lower the volume a little bit. If that's your way of approaching it, right, you're going to leave unhappy, right? Because you're going to not get it. You're even out of 10 times, 1 out of 10 is not going to be the unicorn, just the way that it is, right? You're going to leave unhappy unless your bankroll says, I'm okay trying it, right? Or unless you ground out enough wins to give yourself the 10 shots for free. 10 free cracks at it, I'm okay with that. I don't like 10 free cracks at home runs out of my pocket, right? And that's, I think, what we're kind of, hopefully you're hearing and seeing. I do this every day, right? Today's a great example of, we didn't get anything past roll 5 today. I don't think we had 1 shooter go past roll 5. That's pretty normal, actually. That's actually super normal to see that. And so I say this, when you have these situations in here, but what's on screen, how does your strategy respond? This one doesn't respond well at all when chaos goes the wrong way for it. It doesn't work well in a chop. It doesn't work well when it's expected. It only works well when it's over expectation. That's why it's a profit play, not a pocket play. All right. So I think that's all that I have here. Let's go to let's go here. I got to get the right screen on. I wish my camera would just automatically know what screen I'm on, but I got to keep changing the thing. I don't see any questions or comments. We only have 5 people commenting in chat today. Boy, the show has gone from 50 people to 16 people in the last 2 months, and nobody's chatting. So that's okay. I'm going to keep doing my thing. It's all good. Hopefully these shows will stand the test of time, and somebody will get something out of it in a month. But for those of you who are here with me live, thanks for sticking it out. I appreciate all the eyeballs. I really do. I'll leave you with a couple of things. I talked about this yesterday. The Super Mario effect, I think, is interesting. I think Ed says, what is his famous saying? Practice like you play like you practice. Somebody else said, I don't remember who said, I should know this quote, but somebody else said, don't practice till you get it right. Practice till you can't get it wrong. That was another famous quote. The Super Mario effect kind of leans into that. And basically it's saying, if you're playing Super Mario Brothers for free at home on your Nintendo box, right? You can take all the chances you want, right? Because there's no penalty for dying. You get respawn and you try it again, right? You can play all day long, find all the holes, find all the secret stuff, get all the flags, get everything, right? When you're playing with money, like quarters at a arcade, you play more conservatively and you're playing to win versus playing to learn and experience where everything is so you can have a better experience. I look at gambling the same way. Practice and perfect things. Practice till you can't get it wrong. Don't work from a position of stress and having regrets. That's the big takeaway there. So, all right. Last thing. Reminder that not this one here. Reminder that the Crafts for the Cure raffle items are still available. We have the felts from Gargoyle. We have the Axis Powercraft seminar. We have the Absinthe show tickets. All 3 are available. $50 tickets, $50 tickets, right? For items that are worth multiple thousands of dollars. For $50, you can get in. Crapsforthecure.com. The raffle items are still there. Go click the link at the top that says raffle items and get your ticket. All right, we'll draw these things. Once we hit the reserve numbers, we'll draw the winners. And with that said, guys, I am out of here on a hump day. I'll see you tomorrow morning, Thursday. We may do a new thing, depending. I don't know. We'll see how it feels. We may show you something brand new tomorrow. It all depends on one of our friends. I'll talk to you guys then. In the meantime, have a great day. God bless. Love you. Bye.